netizens, and etiquette.
Let's enjoy and learn! So let's go!
Hi, hello, I am Sharon Dinono, and in today's session, we are going to explore the dynamic duo of digital and global citizenship and what it takes to become a global and digital citizen. First, we have digital citizenship. In our increasingly digital world, how we interact online and navigate digital spaces matters more than ever. We'll delve into what it means to become a responsible digital citizen and the impact it has in our online communities. Second, we have global citizenship. Beyond borders and boundaries, global citizenship encompasses all roles and responsibilities as a member of global community, from environmental sustainability to social justice. We'll discuss how embracing global citizenship can shape a better world for all. Example number 1, when you can't manage emotions.
There is someone commented on a Facebook post saying disgusting things about me, so I intend to back up her post too.
You have the right to be angry. However, you should not say bad things about others online. It's not a trait a good digital citizen should possess.
You should always be courteous and maintain proper behavior online.
Hey.
Example number 2, spreading false information.
Did you know that one of our classmates got pregnant? Yes, I saw her about a while ago.
Do you mean her?
Yes.
Do you really think so? Do you know that you are making fake news and there's a possibility that it will spread? If ever that it will spread, it will be a bad issue for her. Just keep it to yourself. Moreover, she was not pregnant, she got just food poisoning.
By keeping our thoughts to ourselves until we have clear understanding, we can prevent misunderstandings and preserve the integrity of the institution. I hope that you have learned something from the examples. Digital citizenship is pertinent in today's interconnected world, where technology facilitates communication and collaboration across borders. Understanding digital citizenship is crucial in navigating the online world responsibly, promoting safety, privacy, and positive interaction. Similarly, embracing global citizenship fosters empathy, cooperation, and a sense of shared responsibilities for addressing global issues like spreading fake news. Understanding digital rights, responsibilities, and ethical behavior online is essential for individuals to navigate the digital landscape responsibly. By integrating these principles into our lives, we contributed to creating a safer, more inclusive, and interconnected world for everyone.
Hello guys, I'm John Rizzi Manlawi, and next we will dive in ICT and assessment of learning. ICT and assessment of learning leverages digital technologies to enhance the methods teachers use to evaluate if students have achieved desired learning outcomes. This includes dynamic and interactive options that provide real-time feedback. When selecting assessment tools, teachers must consider the tool's alignment with learning objectives, reliability, validity, ease of use, and accessibility to ensure appropriateness and effectiveness. Carefully choosing assessment tools, whether traditional or ICT-based, are crucial for accurately measuring students' learning and providing a more engaging and personalized assessment experience. Example number 1, when we don't have enough time for quiz in the classroom. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a lot. And suppose we have a quiz today, but we are running out of time, so I will send the Google Form link of our quiz in the GC. So thank you for listening, and God bless us all. As what I said yesterday, I want to engage my students in the new trends of assessment. You will create a portfolio. And since I already recorded all your quizzes, assignments, and exams, instead of hard copy portfolio, you will create an e-portfolio and then provide reflection on every activity. So you have some question, class? Okay, Mr. Lee.
Where will you submit this?
With that, just upload your works in a PDF file in our Google Classroom. Have you seen those scenarios? It highlights the immediate access to a wide range of educational materials. Utilize interactive tools to make learning more engaging. Adapt content and pace to individual student needs. Facilitate teamwork and communication through digital platforms. And prepare students for technology-driven world!
Hello guys, I am Aloysa Nunes. Earlier, we have already talked about digital citizenship and global citizenship, and also ICT and assessment learning. And now, we will discuss about netizens and netiquette. Netizen is a blend of internet and citizen. It refers to individuals who are actively engaged with and contribute to online communities. These digital citizens participate in forums, social media, blogs, and other internet platforms, influencing the flow of information and shaping online culture. However, netiquette, short for internet etiquette, encompasses guidelines and principles for respectable and considerate online behavior. Adhering to netiquette helps create a positive, inclusive, and productive online environment where users can share information and ideas constructively.
Example number 1. When you mistakenly use caps lock.
Hey, are you hungry? No, I am not. Why? I thought you were hungry because you typed out capital letters.
Example number 2. When you have improper online behavior.
Hey, what are you doing? Nothing, just enjoying something. Huh? What are you enjoying about? You know, some stuff. Hey, that's not good. But post or comment bad things about others online. It's not what the netizens should do.
Netiquette is highly relevant in today's digital age, as much of our communication occurs online. It ensures that interaction remains respectful and productive, fostering a positive and inclusive virtual environment. By adhering to netiquette, individuals can reduce misunderstandings and conflicts, promoting a sense of community and mutual respect in digital spaces. And that's all.
Did you enjoy? Did you learn something new?
We hope it's yes!
And don't